What's up, my friends? Welcome back to another episode in this odyssey, this quest, this journey that you guys are coming along, come with me, JoJo. How are you guys doing? You guys doing fantastic? Refreshed? It's another one of those morning videos. If you notice that my voice is a little on the baritone side. Oh, I love it. I'm doing fantastic. For some reason, I feel like I have a little bit more of a kick to my step today. Do I have done any steps? Just turned on the camera, got it, rolled out of bed. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing great, and that you guys have a great day. But let's get to it, huh? Well, what do we have here? The monster of Frankenstein. I see a lot of videos you guys have. Goomba has a lot of these issues of Frankenstein, the monster of Frankenstein. Other YouTubers out there read a lot of the originals. They're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful books. I went to again Half Price Books. Take a shot. Remember, every time I say Half Price Books, boom, take a shot. But anyway, so again, I go through the books and see what kind of stuff I can find. So I go to the trades, and I'm looking and looking, and they still haven't really wised up on the trades. But anyway, I saw this one. I was like, whoa! But I caught myself telling myself, it's not the original. I shouldn't take it. First of all, I didn't even know they made these. I didn't know that they made, that kind of trade. I know that they had made the essentials, right? Now, that's a whole other thing that I have the essential. I was on the hunt for it for the longest time. I never picked it up, and I should have picked it when it first came out. But I happened upon one. I bought it. I should have put it here so I can make a comparison. But anyway, the essentials are on newsprint, black and white and stuff. They're beautiful. But this one is beautiful in its own right. But as I said before, the regular books, the originals, they're on newsprint, and if you can see the difference on the. Of course, the type of paper that they use now, the ink, much clearer. The quality, of course, is a lot better. But again, I'm the guy, that grew up with the newsprint, and the newsprint. There's a lot to be said about that. Not just because of the nostalgia, but the whole process of it. And the way it came out. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit a comic. I only have of the originals of these. I only have a couple. One that Bernie Wrightson drew, I think, and the ones from the one that's back. Check it out. Look at it. Has got black and white ones. That's cool, right? Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh, I missed it. But anyway, Bernie Wrightson had done one, and anyway, the other one that I have is the one with he comes out with Spidey, with Spider-Man, and that's I love that one. I think they have that one at the end of this one. Yeah, there it is. Yes. Once upon a time in a castle, Stanley presents Spidey and Frankenstein's monster together. Cool. Never read this one, but I'm gonna read it. That's why I bought this trade. Because because and I can't afford the originals, or I can't find them. Check that shit out. Oh, yeah. And I found, and you know what? I wasn't gonna take it. I said, I want the originals. No, come on, man. I need to look at this and read it. Anyway, so I have a copy here of Amazing Spider-Man number 278. I found this one at Half Price Books again. Shot. Anyway, this is a kind of a famous issue where the original Hobgoblin. Nobody knew who the original Hobgoblin was. Before. Blaming Flash Thompson because they unmasked him and it's him. But the original Hobgoblin drugged him up and stuff. And, they framed him. Justice is served. Peter's there, he can't believe it. His childhood friend is a bad guy. More of a bad guy now. Anyway. Oh, look at this. Anybody remember these? Old Transformer watches? Oh, this was fantastic. Oh, those are so cool. I used to have one. It was red. Anyway, but a lot can be said about. Check this out. The newsprint. Goblin Unmasked. Yes. Princess Di has tiger attacks. Daily Bugle. Play Bugle Bucks. Win. There's Peter and Betty. Anyway, but the reason I was talking about the newsprint is because, again, like I said, it was not just because of nostalgia. But because of the ink that was made, that they used, probably like really, really cheap ink, and really, really cheap paper. But you know what? It was a marriage. It's got a different type of look. The colors reacted differently to this type of paper. And to me, it's the colors is just unique, one of a kind. And it gives you a one of a kind experience, showing you the one of the Frankenstein, the trade, the colors are they're more like in your face, and these aren't in your face. They're a little bit more subtle, I love it. Man, I haven't read this issue since I was a kid. Oh, but I love the last page here. Check it out. The Hobgoblin. Almost. What a pity if he had died. I could have moved about with a lot of freedom until people realized I was still at large. Oh, and there's the Kingpin's son, the Rose. I forget his name. Little Fisk. But look at this. I love this. Interesting. And tell me, what made you light upon Thompson as your cat's paw in the first place? Why Thompson? Why not? Check him out. There it is, the foreground, the hand of the rose. And there he goes. Panel. Yes! The Hobgoblin. Oh, I love Spidey, black costume. Oh, so, that's why I was, just a little observation about, newsprint versus new print, right? It's a bit more in your face. I like it, but it doesn't give you that same feeling. And it's just a personal thing, I guess. I don't know if you guys out there agree or disagree or whatever. Comment below. But anyway, Monster of Frankenstein. If you see it out there, get it. Check that out, man. It retails for like $40, $39.99. I got it for $20. So why not? It's got a bunch of. I know it's not the whole run. It's probably just a few here and there, but I'm gonna definitely read it. I mean, the art is just incredibly awesome, and of course, like I said before, huge fan of Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster, or in literary terms, the creation. Again, I guess I should do a whole little episode about Frankenstein and stuff. There are moments in that book where it just chilled me to the bone about certain things of what the creation was going through, and that he happens upon a house, and it happens upon a person that's blind, and he becomes friends with this person. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but anyway, on with the journey, right? So, I saw this one, $5. What If, featuring Thor. And, what half price books. That's the sign there. What If number 1, 2006, What If Thor was the Herald of Galactus. I was kind of, I wanted this book. I had one for a long time. But it was always just in the back of my mind. I never was really on the hunt for it, but I happened upon it that a few days ago. I was looking here on the top, Robert Kirkman and Michael Emming. I think that's how it's pronounced. But Mr. Emming, he used to draw Powers. So you see the kind of cartoony, style. But I bet this is a hell of a read. Mr. Kirkman, of course, Walking Dead. Spawn number 194, Endgame, Part 10. Whoa. Capullo and McFarlane. I love Spawn, but I had stopped collecting Spawn years ago. Like I said before, I had the first run of Spawn, and I think I have up to issues up to 70 or something. I'm not sure. But I had given up on it because I thought that Spawn was going to be the ultimate tale of redemption. The ultimate tale of redemption. My take on this story, and again, I'm going to go off on it when that part of my collection comes into play. But I got this cover. I got this book because of the cover alone. It's just fantastic stuff. But you know what? But a lot of the Spawn covers, or maybe most of the Spawn covers, if you look at them, it doesn't really tell you the story. It's just a pose, But hell, man, it's a hell of a pose, though, man. 194. Okay. I don't know where I left off. Damn you, camera! I love you. Love-hate relationship, remember? Yeah, I gotta get something new. Anyway, it was this one, again, based on looks alone, I got it, I love it. I know it sounds shallow, but well, c'est la vie. Que sera, que sera. Okay, well, a lot of people know about this book, I bought it when it first came out. I saw it there for $2. Of course, I'm gonna get it. The reason being is because I don't know. I'm not sure what the story is about this one, but it was recalled because there is something inside of the story or something that's mentioned about a certain higher up from Marvel. I think they talk about him in a demeaning way, or there's a word or something. I'm not sure what it is. But that they had recalled it and they fixed it or whatever. Now I'm not sure. I haven't looked through this book. First of all, it's just a great cover, beautiful. And I'm guessing that it's Alex Ross. You have Spider-Man and then Spider-Man. Romita Senior's style. Spidey. Universe X Special. So I'm not sure if the one that I have, that I bought originally when it first came out, is that book, or this one is, or they're both not it, or they both are. So maybe one day I'll open them up, check it out. Oh, I bought this one. It's beautiful. When they first made those the flashbacks, when they did the -1 stories, where they find Peter as a little kid, going on adventures or having some experiences with Uncle Ben. This one, case in point, he's there fishing with Uncle Ben, and they're introducing the monsters from back in the day. Flashback -1. The sensational Spider-Man. This is a great cover. Look at that. Young Peter Parker and his Uncle Ben menaced by the monsters known as X, the Thing That Lives, and Gigantus. They're fishing. Awesome. Now you see this guy, Ringo. This person, this beautiful, talented artist, Ringo. I think he passed away a few years ago. Such a great style that this man had, and that's why I bought it, because it has elements, from the throwback covers where there's a lot of stuff going on, and it tells part of the story, and then you have Spidey in the background. uh, Telling you that it's a Spider-Man comic book, but that he's in the background. Kind of like this is coming up in the future. But the monsters, my friends, I love. Remember, like I had said before, when the hero is tiny and the monsters are huge. Those are awesome. Oh, anyway, -1. Ditko Spider-Man, I think. Anyway, great cover. Another one on looks alone because of the Hobgoblin. He's got Spider-Girl in his arms, knocked out. Again, love the Hobgoblin back in the day. That's what about. Whatever happened to the daughter of Spider-Man? Part 6. The Amazing Spider-Girl, DeFalco Friends, and Buscema. Oh, man. DeFalco Friends and Buscema. The hot team back in the day. Yes. Spawn 15. Again, I love this cover, man. I think this was the introduction of the medieval Spawn. I don't know if that character belonged to Mr. Neil Gaiman, because he introduced him, and then he introduced Angela, who's now in Guardians of the Galaxy, right? I think, or in Thor. There's a whole mess there with McFarlane and Gaiman, and but anyway, this was back in the day where he had introduced that character. This is a good read, man, because it takes place. Part of it takes place in the past, where the medieval Spawn is saving a damsel in distress, and I think the Violator is telling the story where he's talking. I don't know if he's talking to some kids or he's talking to somebody. Where he goes, "Where do you think the dragons came from?" It's from us, the demons. We weren't dragons, but we were demons and we breathed fire. Oh, the Violator. Great character. Anyway, but I always loved the medieval Spawn. I got a few toys of his and stuff. Anyway, great cover. $1.50. Boom. Okay, so then it was new comic book day. Comic Magazine Day. Woo! Like in Happy Gilmore? No. Billy Madison? It's Nudie Magazine Day! Yeah? Oh, mine is Comic Magazine Day. Anyway, I went to my LCS and, I had seen this cover in the previews, where the new comic book releases list. And I'm not a fan of Aquaman, but I think Aquaman in the Silver Age had one of the best covers, A lot of covers are awesome, And I want to try to see if I can get some of them. Try. Whatever condition. But anyway, I saw this one and I go, man, this is fantastic. Again with the monsters. The odds are against you. And I thought this was so cool. DC Universe Rebirth, Aquaman #9. Demon from the Depths. Cool, man. Amazing Spider-Man #20. I saw the variant to this one. I didn't like it. No offense. Just never thought it was exciting. But, this was the regular cover with Doc Ock. Doc Ock is back. Still haven't read it. I will. A Clone Conspiracy tie-in, The Amazing Spider-Man. #20, Slap Gage, Camuncoli, Smith and Gracia. I wonder if it's Garcia. They made a mistake. Anyway, cool cover. I like it. Really, really cool. Saw this one. I had always been intrigued by this one because, everybody's asking if, you guys saw, of course, we all saw The Force Awakens, which is awesome. Beautiful, beautiful movie. And everybody's wondering, well, why does C-3PO have a red arm? Why? Well, this issue supposedly tells you why. And it's going to be, and from what I heard, it's not a tale that is a happy one. It's kind of a sad one. So, definitely going to read that. Hellboy. Hellboy. Oh, yes. Don't know what it's about, but Hellboy, anything Hellboy. You know, I told you guys I love me some Hellboy. Hellboy, the BPRT, 1954, Black Sun, Parts 1 and 2. Man, I love Hellboy. You know, Guillermo del Toro, awesome director. Done many things, of course. Done Hellboy 1 and 2. Hopefully they make a third. You know, the movies are a little bit different, but they got a lot of heart, you know. But I remember when the first one was coming out, he said that Hellboy, he loved Hellboy because Hellboy was the John McClane, John McClane of the comic world, you know, Hellboy, and I could see that, you know. I remember when he said that phrase, I was sold on the story, on the character. Sold, you know. I wasn't there from the get go, you know. Next Men number 21 or Dark Horse Presents number 21, whatever. You know, that was the first appearance of Hellboy. Totally missed out on it, you know. But this was one of the times where I was excited again about comics, you know, when the trades were coming out and the movie was coming out and everything. Conqueror Worm and Seed of Destruction. It's incredible stories, man. Oh, I'm going to do a whole Hellboy episode. I love Hellboy because Hellboy, even though he's born from the darkness, from evil, he's one of the beasts of the apocalypse, you know. Chooses not to be, you know. Chooses to be a fighter. You know. This is, you know, the story, the ultimate story of, doesn't necessarily matter where you come from, but how you're raised and who raises you and loves you and the environment that you're around, you know. Oh, great story. Great story. Anyway, can't wait to read those. Okay, Hellboy in Hell, number 9. Second to the last issue of Mike Mignola's run on his beautiful character of my friend Hellboy. You know, I told you, you know, that Spidey is my best friend. You know, Hellboy comes in my next, you know, close second, because I not only I relate to, of course, Peter Parker, but Hellboy, I relate to him too because of, you know, he's just big dude going out there, you know, getting the fights, you know, speaking his mind. Okay, I don't know where I left off. But anyway, again, number 9, Hellboy in Hell. Haven't read this, you know. But, you know, second to the last issue of Mignola's run, legendary run, Mr. Mike Mignola. I was reading an article on him that, you know, he wants to concentrate on painting. You know, that he was noticing that he was just cranking out one painting a year. Never seen his paintings, but, you know, of course, judging by the work that he did and does, you know, whatever, and in his books, I'm more than sure that it's amazing, you know. Hopefully he puts out a book or something, so he can share that with everybody. But anyway, I think we're gonna... Should we end there, my friends? Should we end there? I have, of course, lots more. You know, this is my haul for this week. I have this one too, you know, of course, Ragnarok. Number 8, the last one that they had. Can't say enough about Walter Simonson's Ragnarok. The trade, the first 5 issues, definitely highly recommend that. Please pick it up. I love this, but I'm going to give the final look and the final pieces of eye candy to Mr. Mike Mignola. Man, what can I say? Hellboy is just a great story, great character. You know, I remember before I had even... Well, I had seen him before, you know, like in the 90s and stuff, and I go, what's up with this dude with goggles? Little did I know. I wrote a paper on Little Did I Know in college. Yeah, that was a line from a movie. Anyway, little did he know. Sorry. Uh, little did I know is that of course, he was cutting his horns or grinding his horns down. Gives him a whole other look. Anyway, the one after this, of course, he finally succumbs to his destiny. Mignola was talking about um, Fantasia. How you see that demon, come out. And he goes, "Oh, this is my Fantasia moment." If you remember in Hellboy number 10, I have that book here somewhere. You see him. But interestingly enough, from number 10, from what I remember, is that Hellboy doesn't say or utter a single word. And the story is told from a demon's point of view, like this little tiny demon, talking about Hellboy and the destruction and the way he is. Everybody's scared of him. Anyway, but I heard, next year, I'm dating this, and I don't want to date it, but next year, there's going to be another adventure, another Hellboy adventure, another, like a graphic novel, if you will, or another series that takes place out on a pirate ship or something. I'm very interested and happy to see that, of course, this character's going to keep going, moving forward. The potential, and for new stories is just, wow, incredible. Mignola created a universe where, you could fall ass backwards into stories. But the character's just so rich, and the universe is so rich, that everything and anything is possible. Of course, there's a beginning and an end, but there's a lot of gaps. Like Swiss cheese. I love Swiss cheese and crackers and wine. Anyway. I guess we'll end there, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me this time around, on my journey. Our journey. I haven't even touched the long boxes yet. The short boxes. Keep buying stuff. I'm feeling that I'm going to be doing these videos forever. But I love doing them. Get to talk to you guys, spend some time with my friends, hanging out. Hanging out. Anyway, my friends, my subscribers and my potential subscribers, I hope you guys have a great and awesome one. Be careful out there. Stay hungry. Keep hunting. Be a hero to everyone. See you next time. Peace.